Welcome to Delphica. Get ready to uncover the surprising stories behind the things we encounter in our daily lives. Time to begin. Brown beer bottles. Brown beer bottles may appear to be a purely aesthetic choice, but there's actually a scientific reason behind their color. The use of brown glass bottles for beer is primarily attributed to their superior ability to block out light. Exposure to light, especially ultraviolet, UV light, can have detrimental effects on beer. When beer is exposed to UV rays, it triggers a chemical reaction that produces compounds known as skunky or light-struck flavors. These flavors are reminiscent of the smell emitted by skunks and can ruin the taste of the beer. To combat this issue, breweries started using brown glass bottles in the 1930s. Brown glass has a higher level of UV light absorption compared to clear or green glass. It acts as a protective barrier, preventing UV rays from reaching the beer and reducing the risk of flavor degradation. So, the next time you reach for a beer in a brown bottle, remember that its color is more than just an aesthetic choice. It's a practical measure taken by breweries to ensure that you can enjoy your beer with its intended flavor profile, free from any unwanted skunky notes. Beer bottlenecks. The elongated shape of beer bottlenecks is not just a design choice, but serves several important purposes. Firstly, it makes pouring beer easier and more controlled, reducing the chances of spills and overflow. The elongated neck also helps in creating and maintaining a proper head of foam, which is an important characteristic of many beer styles. But there's more to it than just functionality. The distinctive shape of beer bottle necks also plays a role in branding and recognition. When you see that elongated neck, you immediately associate it with beer, and it helps differentiate beer bottles from other types of beverage containers. Additionally, the elongated neck allows for secure bottle sealing. It provides the necessary space for the bottle cap or crown to be securely fastened, ensuring that the beer stays fresh and carbonated until it's opened. Margins in notebook paper. The introduction of margins in notebook paper was driven by practical considerations such as protecting the content and preventing damage by rodents. Initially, margins were introduced for practical reasons. As the transition was made from using scrolls of parchment to individual sheets of paper in books, it was important to avoid text overlapping the edges, which could make reading difficult or result in content loss. Margins provided a safety space that protected the text from potential information loss. Interestingly, there is a connection between notebook margins and rats. In the past centuries, when notebooks were stored in libraries or archives, rodents like rats were a common problem. These animals could damage or destroy books and documents by nibbling on the page edges. To prevent this, it was discovered that wider margins acted as an additional barrier against rodents, making it more difficult for them to reach and damage the notebook's content. Pom-poms. Pom-poms on hats have an interesting history and serve both functional and decorative purposes. Initially, they were designed for practical use, particularly in wool hats worn in cold environments. The intertwined threads created a soft and voluminous ball that provided insulation and helped retain heat around the head. As time went on, pom-poms gained cultural significance, especially in the maritime world and among French sailors. Apart from their aesthetic appeal, pom-poms served practical functions as well. They acted as weights on the top of the hat, preventing it from being lifted or blown away in strong winds or sudden movements. Additionally, pom-poms made it easier to spot sailors from a distance, serving as a distinguishing feature in open sea rescue situations. The ridges on the F and J keys on keyboard. Have you ever wondered why the F and J keys have those tiny, mysterious ridges? Well, they're not just there for decoration. These cleverly placed bumps are like little navigational beacons, guiding your fingers to the right keys without skipping a beat. Holes in pen caps. The reason why pen caps have a hole is quite interesting. This small hole serves to ensure user safety. When using a pen with a cap on, the hole allows air to pass through, preventing the creation of an air vacuum inside the pen barrel. This is important because if an air vacuum were to form and the cap were accidentally swallowed or inserted into the airways, it could cause choking hazards. The hole in pen caps ensures that air can flow freely, eliminating the risk of creating an air vacuum. So the next time you notice that little hole in your pen cap, remember that it's there to protect you and make using the pen safer. Black mesh on the microwave door. The black mesh on the microwave door is a crucial safety feature that shields us from potentially harmful radiation. It is typically made of steel or other metals and acts as a barrier, reflecting microwave radiation back into the oven cavity. This prevents the radiation from escaping through the glass door and keeps it safely contained within the microwave. By effectively trapping the radiation inside, the black mesh provides a protective layer that safeguards us from any potential harm. Toblerone's design. The unique shape of Toblerone does not serve a specific practical or functional purpose. It is primarily a design element that makes Toblerone chocolate immediately recognizable and memorable. The triangular shape with raised sections was intended to evoke the Swiss mountains, creating a visual association with the country of Toblerone's origin. This distinctive design contributes to the brand image of Toblerone, making it stand out and easily distinguishable from other products on the market. Additionally, the segmented shape of Toblerone also allows for easy breaking of the chocolate into portions, making it convenient to share or enjoy the chocolate in smaller increments. That concludes today's video. We invite you to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to leave a comment below and keep watching for more exciting videos to come.